Hello, and welcome back. Coughing, redouble, lick, convent, surprise. Today we're finally done with sidequesting for some time. Huzzah! We'll be heading back to that good old main story. What is that main story anyways? It's been such a long time since we've been there. Well, far be it from me to let such questions go unanswered, so allow me to summarize. Once upon a time. Robots. The end. I'm just kidding. In the beginning, the world was naught but a boundless sea, until two massive titans came into being, the Bionis and the Mechonis. These two gods were locked in timeless combat until, one day, they slew one another. On the corpse of the Bionis, new life came to be, including a sentient, human-like species referred to as Homs, as well as little furry footballs called Nopon, and the human-like, head-bewinged Hyentia. But the relative peace that the peoples of the Bionis knew came to an end when a relentless army of machines, secretly built and commanded by mysterious machine humanoids, swept across the Mechonis' sword to continue the endless war between flesh and metal. The combined forces of the Bionis stymied the advance of the Mechon in a desperate confrontation in Sword Valley. The war may have been lost, if not for a single hero, wielding the legendary blade of the Bionis, Dunban of the Homs, and the Monado. Uniquely capable of cutting through Mechon armor and empowering others to do the same, Dunban led the final resistance with the Monado in hand, and, for a time, drove the machine menace back to the corpse of the Mechonis. But this victory was not without its consequences. Of the many Homs colonies, only colonies 6 and 9 survived, and Dunban was heavily wounded, not by the Mechon, but by the Monado itself, nearly robbing him of the use of his right arm. A year later, the Monado now resides in the weapon development lab of Colony 9, where our protagonist, Shulk, researches it under the tutelage of his engineering mentor, Dixon. Dunban himself is quietly recuperating at home with the help of his little sister, Fiora. Shulk has discovered a number of new facts about the Monado, like how it appears to be hiding additional power, and, as shown by Ryan's thoughtless actions, how it is unable to harm the sentient peoples of the Bionis, and it can seemingly show the wielder visions of the future. But the return of the Mechon sets the two factions of this war on a potentially climactic conflict. A huge host of the machines arrive, led by a new, unique faced Mechon, and besiege the colony, consuming the residents whole. Dunban, for all his recovery, proves unable to wield the Monado any longer, and the duty falls to Shulk, who seems unaffected by the same backlash as Dunban was. With the newfound ability to see the future, Shulk leads Dunban and Ryan to the residential district in the hopes that the mobile artillery might allow them to drive the Mechon out of their home. But, standing in their way, is Metalface, uniquely impervious to the Mechon killing power of the Monado. It strikes the trio down, and they can do naught but watch helplessly as it kills Fiora, before leaving with the rest of the Mechon. Shulk and Ryan leave Colony 9, with Dunban not far behind, to pursue Fiora's killer and take revenge. After traveling up through the Bionis shin to the thigh, unlocking a new power of the Monado along the way, Shulk and Ryan meet refugees from Colony 6, which had been recently devastated and occupied by the Mechon. Sharla, a battle medic, joins the team when her little brother, Juju, rushes into the hands of another faced Mechon, Bronzeface. Both seemingly sentient and insane, Bronzeface lures the newly formed trio to Colony 6. Sharla tries to lead the party through the ether mine beneath the colony, hoping that the defense force had kept the Mechon from seizing the area. But her hopes are dashed when she reconnoiters with Colony Commander Otharon. All the rest of the defense force, including her fiancé Gatto, have been routed and captured. They confront Bronzeface, who reveals that he has a name, Zord, at the bottom of the mine, and manage to defeat the insane machine, who leaves them with cryptic secrets and rescue Juju. Outside, they are confronted by Metalface and a host of mass-produced Zord-like faces. Even with the aid of Dunban and Dixon, the fight seems hopeless, and a death at the hands of the maniacal Metalface is all but certain. But a massive creature known as a Telethia drives the Mechon away, seemingly at the command of a mysterious Homs. During these events, Shulk receives another substantial vision of battling Metalface at the top of a tall tower. With new allies, and the ability to cleave through Metal's armor with ease. A tall tower that Dixon so happens to know rests at the top of the Bionis, Prison Island. They begin their trek to the Bionis head through Satural Marsh, where we learn more of Shulk's past, and of the Monados. The legendary sword had been enshrined in a snow-locked region of the Bionis, and a Homs expedition, with a child Shulk and his parents included, for some reason, I don't know, had arrived to study the ruins, only to all die. All except Shulk, who was rescued by Dixon. The party leave the incredibly super trustworthy Dixon and the other Colony 6 survivors behind, and, as they pass through the Bionis interior, Shulk comments that it doesn't feel like the Bionis is actually truly dead. A terrifying concept, to be sure. Arriving in Machna Forest, the party realize that they aren't entirely sure of how to progress to the Bionis head. Lacking any better idea, they resolve to head towards Frontier Village, the ancestral home of the Nopon, located in the largest tree of the forest. As they trek towards the tree, they encounter the aftermath of a battle between a Telethia and a group of Hyentia, the only survivor of which is Melia. With Melia unconscious, Shulk travels back to the Great Machna Falls to retrieve pure water ether for Charlotte to use to treat her. There, he meets the mysterious man that had directed the Telethia to save them from Metalface, who introduces himself as Alvis. They are beset by spawn of the Telethia, which overpower Shulk's precognitive visions with their ability of mind reading. But Alvis proves himself to be far more than he appears when he takes up the Monado himself. Seemingly unaffected, he even unlocks a new art that would strip the Telethia of their powers. Before Shulk could introduce him to Rhine, he vanishes, and Shulk winds up heading back with a new mystery to unravel. As payment for saving her life, Melia opts to accompany the party to Frontier Village and petition Chief Junga to allow them passage to Aerith Sea. She intended to part ways with them there, determined to finish her mission to slay the Telethia, but Shulk, recognizing her from his vision of Prison Island, decides to extend a helping hand to her. a helping hand that is joined by the feathery, wingy thing of the year's legendary Heropon, Ricky! Best boy. We now return to our main story with the Battle of Telethia looming before us, deep in Magna Forest. Should I have continued through that boss fight before going on sabbatical to do a ton of side quests? Probably. It sure would make for a better return episode to head straight on to Aerith Sea, instead of walking face first into a big mind-reading murder chicken. But, not much I can do about that now. Showtime! So, it's been a, month since I last recorded Xenoblade, or played Xenoblade, really. My half-brother brought his wife and urchins to visit for a week or so, and that was exhausting. And the week after that, I didn't really have the energy. Just exhausted from the previous week. Not that I ever really do have enough energy. Ah! Son of a bitch. I recorded the recap that week, after that week, after the week. But then I caught some sort of stomach bug, or maybe it was just a psychosomatic reaction to eating too much and then puking. And that took me out for another week. Ow. Ah, God. Why? No. Stay away from me. What's this exclamation mark? This? What are you? Venomous lizard. Great. I mean, y'all probably weren't looking to hear about my exhaustion and gastrointestinal issues, but it's too late. I've said it. It's in the episode now. Goodbye. On top of all my physical issues, I've been putting off recording for another reason. My compooper has been running a touch, how you say, warm? Still haven't worked that problem out. The heatsink itself might be dying wholesale, since new applications of heat-absorbing goo hasn't changed anything.
What is this? Ricky never see before. This not Ricky's Magna. Ricky never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage. What do you mean?
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Shulk, the Telethia can read your mind. Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
I know. I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
It's much more powerful than its offspring. Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I won't. But we have to trust in the Monado.
Shulk has only met Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence, or a trust in something? Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
Stick together!
together, everyone!
Dino Beast, big as Ricky imagined!
Alethea. I take this chance to bring vengeance to my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right!
Melia!
Be still!
Oh, yeah! She's nifty with that start.
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
I've heard that such people exist. But I never thought she would be one. Shulk, right, Shala. Protect Melia at all costs.
On it!
Right.
Ah!
I think Melia actually gets a new... Yeah, she learns a new art from that. Mind Blast! I think that also... I forget what Mind Blast does. Anyways, it's time to kill this thing. Ah! Purge to get rid of its mind reading buff. Ah! I think this fight is a two-phase thing. Yeah. No sense using the chain attack now.
What the?
Dino Beast brought back thing!
You've got to be kidding me.
It's no good. My ether shots are having no effect.
Its regenerative power is too much.
It is all right, Shulk. Destroying the Alethea is beyond us. We should cut our losses and mourn those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge, and the crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down. I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you, hit the Alethea with everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready? The Alethea can read our thoughts. Well, the Monado has some tricks too. It's your turn!
Leave it to Hero Pond!
What should I do? Bleed.
Here I come!
Topple. Not the most amazing chain, but at least it's down.
Yeah, done bad. Dance with me. This is the Monado's power! I'm really feeling it.
I'm so excited!
Done bad.
This dodge technique!
Just like that.
Why are you coming towards me? Why? Get away from me! Dunban! Why are you following me? Super aura. No. Don't do that. The Telethia is actually an interesting... Whoa. I didn't expect that to happen. Did more damage than I expected.
No! Dumban!
Bites on this!
Now, Melia! Finish him!
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins again. Nothing like an old-fashioned scrap. Dixon would have been proud.
It was the only way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a Tephra cave. It was almost natural, instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face mech-on into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
Hoggard, Garin, Damil Isel. Are you there? I did it. It's dead, did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dino Beast! Hereupon Ricky ready for round 2. Hey, a fight over already? No, Ricky not no!
I'm afraid it's all finished.
We couldn't have done it without you, brave little Hereupon.
Ricky brave! Rhine also a little brave. Ricky happy?
Hereupon Ricky, be proud! Hereupon Ricky, tough guy!
Hereupon Ricky, bestest!
Look at him. Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Oh, let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Ricky beat Dino Beast. Does Ricky still have debt?
No, Ricky. Your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pons ate like ravenous Oluga. It set Chief Dunga back quite a bit. No pawn, no frontier village. A new prophecy has been told. Our Hereupon, slayer of Dino Beast, will further his legend by accompanying the Hum-Hum on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bayonis.
Oh, Ricky never hear this?
It was prophesied many years ago.
Chief lying! Chief make a prophecy 1 minute ago! Oh, Ricky mad!
Ricky, go with these people. For the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong. Oh, do not worry, Ricky. Your little pons will be taken care of.
Dada pon stomach rumble.
Dadapon need food! Dadapon need food now!
Dada? Ricky, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Ricky, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children. Ricky, how old are you?
Ricky have 40 years. Oh, friends look puzzled.
Not puzzled, just surprised.
Ricky! Oka borrow monies for Little Pon's food. Chief Danga know best. Ricky must work for Little Pon's to have good life.
Ricky will. Okay, Oka. Ricky, happy to join friends.
Ryan happy too. Come on, furball.
Now you can return with your head held high, my dear.
Indeed. Thank you, Dunga. My thanks for your gracious help.
Not at all. Peace has been restored to the Makna region. On behalf of all Nopon, thank you.
Chief Dunga is very fond of Melia.
Same hom-hom, different world. Not fair if you ask me.
Chief Dunga, will you kindly grant these Homs passage to Erith Sea? It is my promise to them.
Without question. These hom-hom fought valiantly in aid of our village. And a request by you, my dear, cannot go unanswered. I shall inform the villagers at once.
You are too kind. The chief has spoken. You should depart for Erith Sea at once. Prepare your things and see me when you are ready.
So, as I was saying, before Shulk so rudely killed that murder chicken so very fast, the Telethia is a unique opportunity for farming affinity. The Telethia's Mind Read aura provides it with near-perfect evasion for physical arts and auto attacks, which can lead to somewhat effective affinity farming. Each time a character misses an attack, there's a chance of triggering a burst affinity prompt, those little quick-time whatsits. Succeeding a burst affinity increases the affinity between the character that triggered it and the other two battle party members. Beyond that, missing attacks reduces a character's tension, and, when it gets low enough, allows for other battle party members to encourage that character, resetting their tension and increasing affinity. So if you don't, murk it real fast, say by equipping underleveled weapons, you can farm affinity off the Telethia fairly easily. It's sure not fast, and unless you can die, you can only do it with one set of party members, but sure is an option. There will be a respawning, escapable enemy later on that can be farmed easier, so it's really not that big of a deal. You don't really need to do it. Hello, cat. I can't deal with you right now. Now that the reveal that Ricky is a 40-year-old father with a wifey pawn and 11 little pawn, we can find Oka and a number of his children out and about his house.
Little me's tummy rumble. Play games to take little me's mind off it, but little me's tummy still rumble.
That's right. Ricky is 40 years old.
Hiya, Dadapon. Hiya, friends. Bring home any food?
Hello.
And here's Oka.
Ricky better make enough money. If our standard of living go down anymore, Oka wants separation. Got it? Ricky, don't get hurt. Oka not worried, but family get in trouble if Ricky no come back.
Ricky is an old man of 40 years old. Ricky is the second oldest member of the party, with the oldest being Melia, who, as a long life High Entia, is 88 years old. In the new epilogue story, Future Connected, Shulk and Melia are joined in their adventure by one of Ricky's daughters and his adopted son, so that's something to look forward to.
Dadapon not around, so little me not able to sleep at night. Have to get Mamapon to twirl little me around to make me little me sleep.
Ricky's the most wholesome Nopon in the entire series. Tons of Nopon are greedy, gluttonous, and conniving, or creepy perverts, or just straight up annoying. And even Oka is a piece of work. Though I feel she does love Ricky under the usual Nopon money grubbing. I mean, she's had 10 children with him after all. That's right, 10. One of their sons is adopted. Ricky, who is perpetually in debt because of his children, saw an orphaned Littlepon and decided, well, if no one else is going to father upon that, and added him to his set of urchins. Hello, Chief Dunga.
Word of Ricky's valiant fight has already reached us. It was a truly epic battle that has made all in the village proud.
Melia, what will you do now?
I would like to repay you for your help. Permit me to act as your guide to Erith Sea.
Of course. We'd love you to.
But I must warn you. Erith Sea is vast. Do you know where you wish to go?
There's a dark tower at the head of the Bionis. I saw it in a vision. That's where I must go.
A dark tower?
Then we need not search at all.
So you've heard of it?
Heard of it?
I have seen it. A dark tower at the head of the Bionis. Only one place fits that description.
So you know it?
I believe what you saw was Prison Island.
Prison Island? Dixon said the same thing.
Indeed. Melia, have you ever been there?
I have not set foot upon the island, but I know of it. Prison Island is sealed. No one may enter without Imperial sanction.
Imperial sanction, eh? That means we'll be needing someone to grant us entry. I've heard that Erith Sea is home to an empire ruled by the High Entier. They might be our best chance.
You are knowledgeable for a Homs.
Sanctions? Empires? Anyone help here?
A sanction is permission from someone important. An empire must be a place ruled by an emperor. In other words, we need an emperor's permission to enter the island.
This emperor, is he important?
Long before we Homs built the colonies, a group of so-called royal types, or imperials, ruled our lands. Think of them like the heads of our colony, but with much greater influence and power.
Now I get it. Dunban knows more than a textbook.
Are you kidding? That's first year Homs history, Rhine.
I might have slept through that class. So when do we get to meet these High Entier folks?
You are so... Oh, forget it.
First, we must travel to the Imperial capital.
We'll see how easy it is to see this Emperor.
My promise was to be your guide. I will not break it.
Melia, isn't that
the shortcut to Erith Sea? Yes.
And we have Melia again. I believe that will be it for the episode. Yeah. I'll drop us off right in front of the passage to Erith Sea, which is, as Melia said, very, very big and mostly water. In my first playthrough, I manually filled out the entire map. It took a long time. Because you do not swim very fast.